is going on? Let's get right to it, brother. Hey, what's going, man?
Hey, what's up, big time? What's happening with you, baby? What's
Hey,
happening,
nothing
man?
much. Nothing much, man. I'm enjoying hashtag Aries season to the fullest.
Happy birthday, big man. Big, I know we missed a week, but happy birthday to you, brother.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Old is
man.
the goal, as Mr. Harvey said the other week. Old is the goal. I'm still on this side of the earth, so you got to enjoy it.
Yeah, man. Do everything you can on this side, brother. Don't you
Yeah,
worry. Don't
yeah.
you even much worry. Worry.
How was the week?
Hey, man. Good week, brother. Can't complain. Um, just having a good time, man. Spent some time with the little ones. Writing up some new stuff. I got some new material I can't wait to try out. It's just a good time, man. Forgive me for missing your birthday celebration, but I'll
Oh,
do
don't
something
worry
special for
about
you.
it. Don't worry about it. You were there in spirit, and we still got time. We got to get it in. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all was off for a little bit with Afro, but
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
come back
man.
with it. We can get it going.
We're gonna get it going back again, man. Things the station slowed down for just a minute. We want to make sure everybody stayed safe, so we took some precautions to make sure everybody was safe, and we'll be back in just a little bit, in full effect, hopefully.
Yes, sir.
Um, hey, man, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying my time off, brother.
Little unexpected vacation coming handy.
No, man. When they ask you to quarantine, you quarantine, buddy.
Oh yeah,
No vacation time. My vacation is coming later,
yeah,
but I'll be all right, man. I use this time, man, to really catch up on a lot of things, which
yeah,
has been phenomenal for me. I've been wanting to work on it, more acting funny things, and getting us a couple more guests. And I hadn't had the time to doing all the other stuff, man. Just busy. And then May will be busy for us too. We got a
yeah,
couple of things planned, a couple of shows coming up in May. So
yeah.
I'm good. What you got coming around the corner, man?
Man, it was a good birthday gift because all of a sudden I got slammed with auditions. Man, I had like 12 auditions in the past week since my birthday, and I got to tape some people as well. So that always makes me feel good, man. I love the activity of just getting after it and making these characters on the fly, sending these tapes out, and just waiting for it all to come back to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that it continues. Like I say, if all goes well, if all goes according to plan, I'll be extremely busy in May for some really nice things. So hopefully I can keep y'all updated in the next coming weeks.
Hey, man, that's a good thing. I was leery all what was that? Spring. This is spring now.
Yep, pollen season.
About going. I've comedy clubs have been hitting me up now, and I still been kind of eh. I think it'll be closer to the summer or the fall
Yeah.
when everybody pretty much get vaccinated, which is something I did over the break there that we had.
I was going
We
to ask
got
you, how did you feel after the vaccination?
yeah, my arm hurt, but I got the Johnson and Johnson. I believe in the people. I believe in my people. Right, and then the doctor explained that to me. He's like 7 people out of 7 million. So one out of every million person,
Yeah.
and who knows if they had the pre-existing conditions? Who knows what it was? But I got vaccinated, so I feel good. I did the PCR test. It went all the way up my nose too.
Yeah.
Oof. And I did the quick rapid test, the oral swab, and I'm uh I'm fully vaccinated and twice tested.
Hey,
And I just
shout out to my conspiracy friends. They had a field day with that Johnson and Johnson thing. They were like, see, we told y'all. And it was like 8 people. But whatever. We're not gonna get into all that. I know
7 out of 7 million.
about your conspiracy theory.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
but conspiracy. It's but the truth of the matter is you can still actually catch COVID even
Right.
if you have been vaccinated, and so we got to give them the facts. You can actually still catch COVID if you've been vaccinated. Uh, it's just not as bad as what I'm told.
Yeah.
You may not be hospitalized. You may not have life-threatening, symptoms or what have you.
Right.
So it's still great to get vaccinated. I'm not going to get revaccinated if that's what y'all think. I'm riding with Johnson and Johnson. You know what I'm saying? They make baby oil. They make vaccine shots. So I'm with it. Brother, have you been vaccinated? Did you get tested? I know you gotta get tested when you're doing the movie stuff.
Yeah. I haven't gotten vaccinated yet, and I'm kind of, waiting on that push to need be because I've already had it in the past, and so I
Yeah.
probably have built up a nice little strength against it anyway. But no, I haven't gotten the vaccination yet, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. But hopefully, yes, I will have some incentive to do that because these sets can get very congested and very crowded. So they'll probably start asking people to do it. So whatever.
Absolutely. I saw where an NBA team allowed 2,000 people in the stands if you could show your vaccination card.
Yeah.
So that may be the wave of the future. Show your vaccination card and then still social distancing.
Yeah.
We'll see. Anyway, man, moving along, we welcome all the folks that's coming in. We want to welcome you to Actin Funny with actor Essex O'Brien, my main man over here. Over
Yeah,
there.
get it mixed up too.
Actor Essex O'Brien, and of course, comedian Tight Mike. And man, we're excited to have you back right here on Acting Funny. We just talk real chill and real spill. There's no need to lie to you, no reason to falsify information. We just want to give you what the hot topics are and give you almost like a man cave perspective of how we feel. A lot of times we have guests, and it's been 100% women when we have guests because we do love the ladies. Essex is the married gentleman, and I am quite single. But
Yeah, I did invite the
I'm
dude.
definitely choice.
I invited a guy. He couldn't make it, but we'll cycle him
Oh, we
in. We'll
will.
get him in.
We'll get one in. We'll get one in. It's not like that kind of show. We'll get some of the fellas in too. We just have very entertaining ladies who have worked out extremely well.
Absolutely, and we's all the men y'all need right now. Y'all don't need.
Right. You're so funny. We's all the men you need right now. Hey man, let's start off at the top, brother.
Yeah,
And I think was a great question for you, for guys that's thinking about and getting married. It is some people still out there getting married. I got a couple friends and relatives getting married over the summer here and into the fall. Um, how has your marriage changed? Did y'all start out like in love and we just kind of keep the love going? Or you start out in love and now it has turned into more of a partnership? Is your relationship a partnership now? I think that's a fair question for somebody like yourself. You've been married for years now. And I want to know, man. I did 7 year bid. I did a 7 year bid and I was out. But you seem to make it work. You and your lovely lady. And oh, I forgot to talk about that. You and your lovely lady came to a show in Tallahassee a few weeks back that I had. And Essex and his lady drove me to the show. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all having an event and you hosting and you trying to focus, do not let Essex and his wife, who they had cocktails in the glove box. No, they were very very fun, but they were terrible for my peace of mind before the show.
we was
But I
trying to
had a
help you
wonderful
out. We
time.
was trying to keep you loose. We're trying to help you out. Your
I'm
process
already
doesn't work like that.
Black people, 9 times out of 10, when black people make it, something happen, it's not their fault. It's the people around them that think they made it to everybody in the NFL. No, but no, they were very, very kind and rode to the show with me. Had a great time, and they called themselves loosening me up, but I was already loose. uh, hey man, but that's a fair question. Let's go back to it. But thank you and your
Yeah,
lady for taking me, man. I know it may have started out with love. I don't know. You tell me. It started out with love, and now it's still about your relationship is about love. Now because you have a child, years later, is it more of a partnership, Essex? Would you say, or is it still a relationship that includes love and different things?
yeah, man, that's a great question, man. And to answer the question, then I'll kind of speak a little gospel to y'all a little bit. Yeah, we definitely started off, and let me say this right. We started off with love, and as long as me and my wife been together, I'm gonna keep it real with you. That in love thing, like I think you always love a person, but that in love thing, it ebbs and flows, brother. There's sometimes where she's in love with me, I can't stand her, and I'm in love with her and she can't stand me. It ebbs and flows. That's where the work comes in. You know what I'm saying? You don't stay with a person 20, 24, 25 years and everything is, roses and rose petals and flowers and romance. No, that's bullshit. Anybody tell you that? That's bullshit.
Right.
So yeah, it's definitely a love now. It definitely has evolved. The love has evolved, and partnership comes into play. I don't think you can have a relationship and not be in some type of partnership. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't think you because it's always well. And let me back up a little bit. Maybe after you date for 3 or 4 years, it's not a partnership. But once you decide that you're going to build a life together and possibly get married and do all these things, it absolutely is a partnership because that's where how you decide to do things financially. That's where that comes into play. How you all manage each other's careers, and if you're still getting the education, how you deal with that. How do you support the other person in their career endeavors, or it could be spiritual, fitness, whatever it is. How do you support that person? How do they in turn support you? And to me, and before I bounce back to you, to me, what I see a lot of times is people let the partnership aspect of the marriage destroy the love part of the marriage. You know what I mean? Where you get these preconceived notions in your head about what a person is supposed to be, what their role is, the communication breaks down, and you let your partnership, things like money, things like, where the kids gonna go to school, things like, oh, well, I want to pursue this type of career, and you think I should be in this type of career. The partnership aspect of it oftentimes will destroy the love part of it, and make you forget about why you fell in love with that person and what you really love about that person. So for me, yes, we're still in love. That thing has evolved and changed. We worked on it. We put things back together, broke it, put it back together again. But our partnership pretty much has always stayed strong. Her supporting me in acting, me supporting her with with her corporate career and things like that. That has pretty much been strong, and that might be one of the reasons why we was able to come back and rebuild the love part of it. So yeah.
I got you. I always wondered. My marriage was the longest when I was in it. Was the longest relationship I'd ever been in. 7 years, 7.5. Generally, at that 2 year mark, I'm like, you know what, I'm sick of you. But I got to the point in my life where I wanted to be married. I wanted to be a father, and unfortunately and fortunately, because I'm not bitter, and that's something I put on Facebook the other day. I'm not like a bitter ex-husband. I'm not like a bitter ex-boyfriend. I know all the things I went through made me a better person. And with my ex, you kind of grow apart, and you have different goals. If you're not together and y'all have the same goal, y'all growing apart, you can never kind of put it back together. And I love what you said about love ebbs and flows. So even
Yeah.
though you're in love with a person, 6 months down the line, you just like you feeling some kind of way. You're in your own personal space and your own head, as they say, and you more focus on you, but you still have a obligation to this person. So you love them, but you might not be in love where you're all happy go lucky, cuckoo, romantic. So that's, like you said, that's something you have to work at. That's what
Yeah.
people don't understand about marriage. It's something my mom told me when I first got married. She's like, look, this is the honeymoon phase of your marriage. This is the best time your marriage gonna ever be.
Right.
Is right now, unless you work at it to keep it. Work to maintain this level.
Right.
And so I commend the young men out there that's about to get married, the young ladies that's about to get married. And ladies, I'll tell you all this. Don't just get caught up in I'm married. It takes work. It's more than the wing and the wedding and the cake and what wine we gonna have and what colors we gonna wear. It's so much more than that wedding day. It is a life choice.
Yeah.
Be ready for your life choice.
Yeah.
All right. Be ready for that. That is a life choice. That's a life commitment. Be ready to change your life. When you were single, you did certain things. And I'm sorry, I don't want to go on a tangent, but ladies,
No,
when you
no,
were
go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, and fellas, when you were single, you did things a certain way. Now that you have a husband or a wife, you have to alter your lifestyle. You have to do things now that are conducive to your marriage. You can't hang out with the girl all the time. You can't hang out with your homeboys all the time because 9 times out of 10, they're single. A
Joni says
marriage is a choice,
daily
says
choice,
Joni
daily
Wilson
choice,
Ferguson. It's a daily choice. It absolutely is.
choice.
And what's going on now, what I'm finding out, big man, is uh, guys are dating, and I see it, and you committed to dating. You're not committed to that one person because now guys, and I want to say hip to it, Essex, but guys see that women are putting up this representative for 6 months, 8 months, and then when you actually get with that person, you somebody totally different.
Yeah.
You put this big facade out there that you cook all the time.
Yeah.
Ladies, we watch y'all when you cooking, when you cleaning, how you dress. We expect that to be who we marry.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, y'all get active in the comments. We want to hear from you. Man, you know what? Another thing that I see out here, uh, and I see a lot from, I ain't gonna just say ladies. I see it in some men too, but mostly the ladies. The love part of it, they don't too much care about that. They interested in that partnership part immediately. They want to go. They want to get. They want to get some stress off their back. They want to get some bills paid. They want to know that you're going to take some stress off. They like. There's a lot of people that's skipping that, the courtship, the love, the chemistry, and all that. They want to know what you can do for me right now. And some of the men, that whole, what you bring to the table type of mentality. Uh, People are putting the partnership and the, let's make a deal. They putting that in front of the love, the chemistry, the just, do we even vibe with each other like that? You got to have a certain bond and a vibe if you're going to spend 10, 15, 20 years with a person. And if you don't have that as your structural foundation, that partnership going to fall apart sooner or later, because that's just what life does. Life puts obstacles in your path. Life has things happen to you that you don't expect. And if that foundation ain't right, it's so easy to look to the grass being green on the other side and be like, forget you, I'm a ride out, I can do bad all by, that whole I can do bad by myself mentality. That'll get you into trouble, man. So yeah, people got to watch that.
Yeah, and that is true, man. You marry their problems. You marry all their success, but you also marry their problems.
Right.
So the credit score, the bank accounts, the student loans, the car loans, you marry all of that.
Yeah.
And
Health. It could be,
unfortunately,
it might have some health issues now. You don't never know.
unfortunately, that's what people are marrying, trying to get themselves out of that situation.
Yeah.
Long gone are the days of our parents who married for love and stayed together for whatever reason, like, no matter what.
Yeah.
Think about the cousins, the uncles that had the outside children outside of their marriage, but the wife still stayed there. And
Yeah.
think about how respectful the woman on the outside was.
Yeah.
Yeah, how committed the woman was.
Yeah.
Different times, man. Different times. And I think that's why most guys hesitate. Like I said it before, like I'm not really trying to get married because somebody else done messed it up. I hate to say that, but a lot of these guys jaded. Yeah, somebody else done messed it up for you, man. You cool and all, but
Yeah.
I never be that committed again because it really changes your life or alters the course of your life if you get into a marriage that doesn't work
Yeah.
out, for a lot of guys. And then some guys are for the better, some girls for the better if they separate and they go off and be prosperous.
Yeah.
But you still want to be in a good relationship, but eventually it is a partnership. And I think you have to balance the two. It's the reason I asked you the question because you the guy that's been married over 10 years.
Yeah. But now let me ask you this. See, okay, you've been married before. Don't you think now you know the tools to identify what would make your marriage bad? So it's not necessarily the marriage that you're avoiding. It's marriage to the wrong person. You got to have the tools to know that you're with the right person. And once you're with that right person, we need to do X, Y, and Z in order to make this thing work. Otherwise, you'll repeat the same mistakes.
I agree. And now different phases in life, you're at a different point. Some people are just for that point in your life. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Some people are a lifetime partner, and some people are you probably should have just dated and say, you know what? Let me throw this shit back out there because it's and I will be the first one to say this. It's not necessarily them. You might not be ready for long-term commitment, but a
Right.
lot of us, and man, I can't tell you how many times my grandmother before she passed away, oh, I'm gonna put an ad in the paper. We're gonna find you a wife. My mama, I can't wait to you get married. Gee, how long you gonna wait to give me some grandkids? The pressure of your parents, the pressure
Yeah.
of your relatives in general. And you go off and you make a hasty decision that's really your life. You have
Yeah.
to be in control of your life, just like it's your self esteem.
Yeah.
And don't rely on anybody else to make you happy. Make yourself happy. Some people
Yeah.
can add to your happiness, but ultimately it's that man or woman in the mirror, as the Michael Jackson song often says, the man in the mirror. Hey, I got you guys. Um, the reason I brought that up, brother, was I put on Facebook the other day how my life has changed. I look back over all my, and most men won't admit that all their failed relationships, all the things that did work. Sometimes it was their fault, sometimes it was your fault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you look back at it and see what went wrong, like you just said, use those tools to make it right for the next person. Of course, I'm at a different point in my life, and my intangibles are very, very different. I have two little ones, so when I look long term in anybody, I got this somebody's stepmama. You know what I'm saying? You got to really look at like, do you really want to be and the women of old and the guys of old? Like, man, I don't want nobody else raising my kids. I don't want this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? You have to really look into that before you make a good conscious decision.
Yeah.
Hey, I will pivot from that topic. Thank you, folks, for chiming in. Hopefully, you learned something. If you have any questions, be sure to hit us up. But I'm gonna pivot now. Of course, it's Acting Funny, where we do serious relationship topics that guys never really discuss. We talk about it in the man cave, and then we have a little fun too. But this one is also funny, serious. Office potluck. Those of y'all that work in an office, yes,
Mhm.
office potluck. We kind of danced around this topic a couple months ago, and I really wanted to get back to it. Um, what is appropriate ethics for office potluck, and um, with different ethnicities. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. Ethnicities. There you go.
Yeah.
Ethnicity.
Yeah.
Ethnicities. Like say somebody brings something that you're not familiar with. Do you still try it? Do you still eat it? Because if you don't eat it, you're gonna be considered, disrespectful. I made this. I brought this. Y'all won't eat my food because it's Latin or because it's French or because And then especially I love black people because I'm a black person. I love us to death. But we are quick just to say, "Well, I tried something different this
Yeah.
time with my wings. This is my secret sauce, or this is my special sauce, or something like that." How do you feel about office potluck, brother?
Man, for one, I'm glad I don't have to deal with them anymore because I ain't going to the offices. I ain't had to go to the office in about 8, 9 years. I'm so happy about that because I don't have to worry about bringing nothing, and I don't have to worry about eating somebody's stuff. To your point, that I don't trust, I don't know. For me, but when I did, I always looked at stuff that I should immediately know what's in this. You know what I mean? Like if somebody brings some chili, I can look in the chili. I see his meat, I see his beans, his sauce. Okay, cool. Uh, like potato salad, no, we're not doing none of that. Uh, you know what I mean? Chicken, like regular stuff. Meatballs, regular stuff I can do. All that casserole stuff, nah. Especially people that be having pets. And man, I used to be in sales, so I've been in enough people's house to know y'all don't clean up after these pets the way you say you do. There's hairs
Wow.
everywhere. I don't want no casseroles. I don't want no a whole bunch of dishes with stuff combined and congealed and all that. No. Bring your Publix chicken. I'm good. When you bring the box of Publix chicken, I love it. Just make it safe for everybody. Just get a box, just get a ring of sandwiches or something. Just keep me safe. You know what I'm saying?
That's not pot. That's somebody stopped at the store. That ain't potluck.
I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I'm fine. You don't have to impress me. I'm not. We're not dating. You don't have to impress me with your cooking skills.
It's office potluck. To my office worker friend, and then how about the school teachers? And y'all share the same lunch break sometimes. A lot of them eat in their classroom now because of COVID.
Oh yeah.
Definitely, I want to take that in consideration. Years ago, before COVID, I remember a coworker of mine brought meatballs, and I had never seen them like this. He put barbecue sauce and grape jelly.
Oh, that's fire. I know. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking, Ty. It's fire though. It's fire. It's good.
You're right, it is fire. It's fire to your backside, brother. Yeah, so definitely, so I do concur. But definitely, man, people cook things differently.
Yeah.
He didn't call them Swedish meatballs. He just said meatballs, and he dumped a whole. He put too much jelly in it. He dumped a
Oh.
whole jar of grape jelly in there,
Oh
and
no,
then the
no,
barbecue
no,
sauce,
no,
and
no.
so I could taste
See,
the jelly more so on the meatballs, and it really
yeah,
didn't.
see, he
It
messed it
didn't
up.
suit me,
See, and
brother.
that's part of the problem. Like a lot of people don't understand proportions to things. Like trust me, if you had it when it was made right, you would enjoy it. But if there's too much jelly, it's gonna mess it up. You know what I'm saying? Or you put too much hot sauce in it or something, you're gonna mess it up. It's gotta be perfectly correct. And a lot of people, that's why I say a whole casseroles, a whole bunch of mixed things, you can't trust it because people, their taste might not be to yours. Some people they like tend to go to the extreme with sweet or bitter or sour. They don't have your same palate. So you're just not gonna enjoy it the same. So, but if everybody brings something from a store,
It's kind
you'll
of
be all right.
neutral. It's neutral, not too much salt, not too much pepper.
Yeah.
This was my last big potluck. I worked at the office and we sold insurance at the time, probably 50 employees. And we won, my team won something. So we opted to have a barbecue. And I saw the lady dipping in the bag, like I told y'all before, dipping in the bag, double dipping with her hand, and going right to the mouth, right in the chips, right to the mouth, and then put the chips back down. But
No.
when I tell you that, that wasn't even it, bro. That wasn't what took the tickle. That wasn't what got me. What got me was my supervisor was cooking hot dogs, and apparently, a certain style of people eat, certain nationalities eat their hot dogs different. This particular nationality barely put the dog on the grill. I mean, fresh out the pack, maybe rolled it once or twice and put it in the tray to be eaten. I said, no, 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 no,
I think
no,
we
my
know which
brother,
one it was.
no, 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 my brother. You got to burn my hot dog, dog. My hot dog got to look like Wesley Snipes and Idris Elba. Oh yeah, they was eating almost raw dog. I want to say a raw dog. That's what I want to say. And they had turkey franks as well as beef franks as well as regular, mixture of pork
Bruh,
and
bruh,
beef.
I hate people that say, well, it's already cooked. You just need to heat it up. No, no. I don't care what that package says. You don't put some damn crisp and some snap on this damn dog or this sausage or something. And I don't eat it. I don't eat no boil. I don't boil no hot dog and no sausage. I put it in a pan, split it down the middle, let that thing get some char on cook the damn thing.
You know, I
You ain't even
just,
get the germs out of it. Good.
but that's funny. So you didn't even get the germs out of it, bro. I'm gonna give you credit, and one of my exes, I'm gonna give her credit too. I never knew about the splitting the hot dog down the middle and putting it in the skillet, frying it like bologna.
Well, you know what? I would only do that for like them big thick jumbo hot dogs or like a sausage, like a Garcia Vega type of sausage. I would do that for that, just for the speed of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like if you got time to throw your charcoal and get that all heated up and cook it right on the grill, you don't need to do all that. I'm just talking about, how it was with them latchkey kids. You just wanted to get something quick. You had the
Yeah.
little light bread, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Put that thing down the middle. Because we ain't had no buns, right? You ain't had no buns at the crib. So if you split it, it kind of makes it flat like a regular sandwich, and you can eat it
Right.
like that with the bread.
Okay. So I will speak to the contrary, my friend.
So they say,
Uh,
office potluck hack: find the salad, eat the protein, and grab a cookie and eat slow.
that's funny. So that's how you do an office potluck. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Stay away. She said, stay away from the salad or find the salad.
Find the salad. I guess you're talking about regular, like lettuce and
Regular salad,
tomatoes and
and
all
you
that
said
stuff.
cookie and sit to the side.
Not that
I'm a
potato
boy.
salad, though. Don't eat that potato salad. They're gonna leave it out too long. People leave the stuff out all goddamn day. You know what I'm saying?
Potato salad and deviled eggs. You got to
No,
do that.
no, no.
And deviled eggs. You got to
And
eat
you know
that.
how deviled eggs, if you leave it out for too long, like the top starts to turn on, you know what I'm saying? Like the yolk start to turn. Don't eat that.
Right. I'm actually a hot dog boiler. I'll boil my hot dog and I'll put them on a regular piece of bread. I don't need a bun. I'll do the white bread. But that's just me.
All on
Oh yeah.
top of your shit. All up here, that shit stuck up here, ain't it?
No.
Your bread don't be stuck up here when
No,
you do it like that?
no, sir. And I get the dogs. I don't know if they was turkey or beef or pork or what. I get the ones that swell up. That's when I know they're done because they swell up in the pot and then they bust at the end. See, that's you know what I'm saying? That's the hot dog you want. When it's
That's
a
the
little
ball
bit
part.
of split in it at the end,
That's the ball
that's the
part.
one you want. But hey, um, I'm gonna pivot one last time for the closeout. I know you've seen this, brother, and I don't know. I need to put a sign in the grocery store. I want to spray people down. Even in COVID times, I'm seeing this in the grocery store when I go, and this is breaking my heart. 2 weeks ago, I saw a whole family doing this. Please stop eating them damn grapes out the pack. Please stop eating them damn grapes. Like
Yeah.
they are not washed, they are not clean, and everybody pick up the grape, and that's why the bag be open when you get there. Because
Yeah.
some family, some friend, some unsanitary person is eating a stalk of the grapes, man. How do you feel about eating grapes in the grocery store? Is that something that you did when you was little? Is that anything that you did?
No, I've never done that. I don't think anybody in my family does that. Uh, it's just listen, and they be ashy because they get ashy in the transport and stuff like that. They had a little film over it. You're supposed to wash that off, and some of that is pesticide to keep things from eating on your fruit before it gets on display. You can't
Right.
eat that. They say that you can. You really shouldn't. So you should also wash your apples and anything that's got just a natural skin to it. You gotta wash that, man, just like anything else, because it came from point A to B to C before it gets to you to
Right.
start eating on. Don't eat nothing that's straight out the grocery store.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's terrible, bro. I don't. I saw a whole family do it, and then they didn't get the seedless grapes. They got the seeded grapes.
Oh,
So they
so
eat the grape.
it was spitting all over.
I said, bro, it was terrible. About 2 Sundays ago, everybody had on a suit and dress, and that's what got me. It wasn't just like the daddy; it was the daddy, the father, the wife, the kids.
Mhm.
Y'all passing this foolishness down. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, ugh,
That's
terrible.
There's some people that don't clean up after their pets at the crib. They got
Oh,
ferrets and coons and all kinds of stuff in the house. They kiss their dogs in the mouth and all kinds of stuff like that.
that's another. Hey, man, we already went through that with me
That's
with
why the
cats.
potluck ain't. Don't be dealing with the potlucks. Just get your box of Publix and come on in.
I got you. Office potluck. Always bring something. Bring something from Publix or bring sodas. Bring and then because everybody feel like they're the best cook in the world. You know how that goes.
Yeah,
And then they don't bring just a regular dish. They bring their specialty. I really do this well, so I'm gonna bring it. Everybody seems to like it, so I'm gonna bring it. But there are 15, 20 different palettes there. I would say office potluck people bring something generic and something that maybe doesn't require salt or pepper because everybody's seasoning tastes different. Your wife had a great idea with the salad. Eat the salad, stick with the salad. Not potato salad or conch salad, but regular salad, leafy carrots, kale, and spinach. Do something like that. Or bring chips that's already in the bag. Make
yeah,
sure people don't double dip. Bring chips and dips always safe.
yeah.
The new thing that I learned, tortilla chips is always very good. You can always pour salsa across that. Everybody does it different. And then, like you said, a pre-made sandwich ring, is always good too.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have
You
potluck
ain't, you ain't,
suggestions
you
like
ain't
that?
necessarily trying to have, it ain't got to be Thanksgiving at the damn office potluck. You know what I'm saying? We don't need a whole bunch
We
of
don't.
elaborate things. You just need stuff you can grab and go save, put your condiment on it or whatever and go on about your business.
Now, if you have, I will say this, homeboy, the exception to the rule. If you and one of your coworkers is really cool, and you maybe y'all friends outside of work, and you know that they can cook something, make that specific to you. Like y'all bring something to one another. Don't bring it to the office potluck. Be like, hey, homeboy, I made them ribs that you like. Da 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 da. I had a coworker when I first moved to Central Florida from Sanford area, and she made turkey wings different than I even ate them in Tallahassee. She took the wing part and she used to cut the actual wing part up, so you get like miniature turkey wings like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was really really good, man. And she had gravy over the top of it versus the big drumsticks that I was accustomed to at the
Yeah,
crib. You got the big long fin, the whole arm, and then you got the drumstick part.
yeah.
This young lady cut them up a little different. I was unfamiliar with turkey wings like that. Like it was little bitty, like turkey cubes almost, but it was
Okay.
really really good. Some people do it really well, bro.
Yeah,
You just gotta catch them.
yeah,
But make that you and your office friend or your home girl or your homeboy. But don't bring your specialty for the whole office. I suggest go to the store.
yeah.
All right. Uh-oh, there you go. They got you. That's some
Something.
flies from the grapes at the grocery store. That's some fruit flies.
Yeah, they came
Bring
to
the
get
grapes
me.
at the grocery store.
Oh boy.
Hey man, and again, at the top we discussed partnerships and relationships. Love ebbs and flows, goes ups and downs. Make sure you continue to work at it. Don't give up on it. And make sure you know what you're marrying, know what you're dating, and take all those things into consideration. You're not gonna always be like the first day you met them.
That's right.
Yeah, it's gonna go.
Right.
And then of course, lastly, don't eat fruit right out the bag in the grocery store. Look me in my eyes, America. Don't eat fruit right out the bag in the grocery. The man just explained to you They have certain film on there to protect them to make them look good. That's why the grapes look white sometimes,
Yeah,
and your bananas look a little pale sometimes because
yeah,
they're spraying them with some type of pesticide to keep them looking fresh, keep them looking good. So
yeah,
always wash your fruit. Skin, 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 wash it. Same
yeah.
way you wash yourself, wash your fruit. My man, anything to add? What you got coming up this week?
Um, Getting close to the time. Like I say, I got a couple movies that's about to hit streaming. We showed you the Painkiller trailer 2 weeks ago. That's coming out May 4th. I'll be posting some links. Y'all make sure y'all follow me at Actorman Essex on Instagram, Essex O'Brien on my Facebook. I'll be showing you some links for that. Uh, International Christian Film Festival will be premiering. Um, what's the name of it? Where the Land Meets the Sky. I always got to think about it. It's a long title. Where the Land Meets the Sky. That'll be premiering there. International Christian Film Festival. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, hopefully I have some good news about these bookings, brother. What about you?
Hey man, doing my thing. I want to shout out your director buddy Carlos, our friend Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos was sick, man. That's who I was talking. That's what I was talking about earlier about coming on the
Yeah,
show. A guy that we would finally have a guy on the show. He was
yeah.
sick, but hopefully once he gets well, he'll come in and join us. But yeah, good dude, man.
Brand new movie, Luke and Lee,
Yeah,
uh, just released in Germany as well as the United States. It
yeah.
got picked up by a couple of people, right?
He's getting it into. It's still in the film festival, so he's getting a lot of awards and recognition for that. You guys can actually check that out on YouTube whenever you go. Whenever you decide to go on YouTube and check that out, it's called Luke and Lee. Like I said, it's our guy Carlos Smith. He edited our skit that you guys have seen many times, the
Yeah.
couple of times skit. So good brother, we're gonna have him on the show real soon. But he's doing big things. He's also got a sequel coming out. Not coming out. He's gonna start producing his sequel this summer. He's got a part 2 and a part 3 that he's gonna make to that same film. So y'all show him some love, and we'll have him on the show in the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely. Hey man, I'm quarantining. I am COVID negative, but I
Yeah.
definitely quarantining here for another week or so. I wanted to make sure I stayed safe. I got nothing to do. They gave us time off from the job to make sure everybody quarantined and safe. So I am quarantining. I'm loving this virtual love right here. And I'm just ready to do my thing, man. I'm in the lab. I'll be ready next Sunday for Acting Funny. I love the topics this week, man. Great job. Um, I just want to let y'all know. I love y'all. Thank you, Miss Joni, for chiming in. And thanks, bro, for the ride to the show a couple weeks back, man. I
No
really
problem.
appreciate that. Pre-show pep talk.
No problem. We'll be quiet if there's a next time. We won't.
No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you,
We
no,
keep
you
our
won't.
alcohol and drugs to
Hey,
ourselves. I'll just
hey, man. Y'all was acting like y'all was the NBA players. That's what y'all was the players.
we was ready. We
Y'all,
was ready to get to going. We was ready. We've been quarantining too, and then when you got a child, you want to get around some people and have some adult conversation. You know how that is.
oh, yeah, you want to talk to some adults, man. I got you, bro. Well, hey, folks, thank y'all so much, man. I'm comedian type Mike, and this is
Acting funny.
Acting Funny. Actor Essex O'Brien. Follow him on all your social media, man. Actor Essex Man. Essex Man actor, right?
Actor man Essex.
Actor Man. You know what? I should know that by now. I should know that by Tight Light Comedy on all your social media. Thank you guys for chiming in, man. We'll talk to you soon.